is such a wonderful song because it's just so heartfelt, you know, and it kind of speaks to not only Sunny, but also our next segment here. For those of us who consider our pets family members, their loss can bring extreme sorrow and pain. But there is a way to say goodbye with dignity and honor their memory. Joining me now is Alain Silberstein. He's the owner of Compassionate Pet Cremation in Henderson. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Why did you and your wife decide to open this business?
It was completely by mistake. I had a different business and was looking for something to do, and somebody suggested, why don't you do pet cremation? And fortunately it worked out.
Yeah, now what services do you provide?
I'm sorry?
What services do you provide?
Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, when the pet passes away, the owners are in deep, deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, this is your building out in Henderson right now. Yes. And you let them come in. It's not just the cremation, but you have a whole grief process that you help them with.
Right.
And let's talk about this. This is your bereavement room.
Correct. When folks come in, some people would like to sit with their pet and say a final goodbye. So we help them with that. It's very traumatic for many people, and this sort of helps them alleviate some of those problems.
And these are different ways that you can help them honor their memory. Now, we just saw a plaque where you can do a paw print and some of their hair, and you've got boxes, and these glass objects are fantastic.
Right. When the people come in, when the pet passes away, we take a foot imprint, a paw print, and make a frame, so we take some hair and put it in a frame, and so the owner can have something to remember by. And then we have complimentary urns, and then we have many other urns in case one of the owners decides they'd like to have something else or different to honor their pets.
And you cremate all pets, not just cats and dogs. I mean, I saw one of the plaques that had it's a hedgehog. It was fantastic.
Hedgehog, birds, lizards, iguanas, snakes, sometimes even a fish.
Yeah. Now, for people who are not obsessed with pets, it's hard for them to imagine the kind of grief that folks go through when they lose their beloved pet.
That's quite correct. Some folks get so attached to their pets, and their pet get attached to them, that's actually heartbreaking. And they are unable to talk to other people about their loss, because people that don't have pets don't understand it.
They don't get it. Well, you had a personal experience yourself. You lost your Doberman. You were telling me one of the loves of your life.
Oh yeah, I used to be a farmer 100 years ago, and I had a turkey farm, and my Dobie used to ride with me and sit with me and go inside where the little day-old chicks are, and they'd pick on him, and you'd look at me and say, oh, please help me.
Wow, wow,
so,
yeah. So now you said there's some concerns people need to address right away once your pet has passed. If you come home or your pet dies, some concerns when it comes to desert heat, just some practical concerns.
Correct. This is something that folks don't want to hear, but it's very important. The most important thing to do is to keep your pet under cold conditions, especially over here in Nevada. Deterioration happens very fast. And so if possible, put some ice bags on your pet's belly area and cover your pet with a blanket or something like that, so that cold air will stay close to your pet, and you'd be able to bring your pet to the facility in the morning. Right.
And you said pools for older pets. People have pools, you know, their dog or cat's been swimming all this time, but as they get older, that can be a concern.
Very tragic, very tragic. There are people the dogs have lived next to the pool their whole life, maybe 10, 15 years, and become very old, and then one day somehow they just fall in and are unable to get out. And I like to bring people's attention to that.
Well, thank you very much for being on our show today. This is a Compassionate Pet Cremation. It's located at 401 Mark Leaney Drive in Henderson, but they serve the entire valley. To contact them, call the number on your screen, or you can visit their website. Well, I've got